Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to BWTM Sports. If you haven't hit the subscribe button already, please do hit the subscribe button. Well, Billy Joe Saunders has done it. He's proven to be the not only the WBO champion, but in a very I wouldn't call it a workmanlike performance. I would call it a spectacular performance from Billy Joe Saunders. It was a masterclass. If you want to know if you understand what boxing means, Billy Joe Saunders gave you the correct definition of what boxing is. Hit and not get hit. That is what boxing is. And that's what Billy Joe Saunders. That was not running tonight. That was beautiful footwork. That was in and out. That was using angles. That was not moving straight back in line. He was moving, using lateral movement. He was coming in. He was coming in, throwing shots. At times, he stood right in front of David Lemieux and picked him off with the sharp right jab with the left hand over the top. Beautiful combinations from Billy Joe Saunders. Coming into the fight, the question marks I had in the preview was that whether Billy Joe Saunders could do 12 rounds, 12 hard rounds at a pace. Nobody knew that. Nobody knew that because the record of Billy Joe Saunders throughout all of his career, even in the Willie Monroe fight, he was tiring and getting clipped. So there was nobody who could say, yeah, I know for sure he'll do 12 rounds like that without tiring. Everybody thought, well, down the stretch he may tire, but he didn't. He did the 12 rounds at a great pace. He started off the way he ended the fight, which is something that I've never seen Billy Joe Saunders do. So that was a punch perfect performance from Billy Joe Saunders. Tonight, Billy Joe Saunders came of age against a guy that could have taken him out with the left or the right hand, and he boxed him tremendously. In the preview to this fight, in commentary, I did state in terms of the keys to victory for Billy Joe Saunders, he couldn't allow Lemieux to set his feet, and he hit Lemieux and stunned him early in the fight with hard left hands, with the right jab, and then the left hand in behind it, and they were hard stinging combination punches. He didn't allow Lemieux to set, and anytime Lemieux was about he's ready to throw a shot, Billy Joe Saunders was out there. So the way you fight a puncher is not allowing that puncher to set his feet. Now, I thought down the stretch, round 7, 8, right, from 7 onwards, I thought that Saunders would tire and then hold his feet, tire, and then allow Lemieux into the fight. Well, Lemieux had a little success. I mean, 2 or 3 punches they landed on Saunders, and he took it. But other than that, it was a complete shutout, and the excuses Lemieux came out with afterwards were just pitiful. At the end of the day, he got totally outboxed, humiliated in front of his own fans, and against a superior boxer. Now, like I said before, Lemieux is not a boxer; he's a puncher. If you remember what I said about him, he was an ignorant puncher, and his only chance in this fight was to win by KO. He was never going to outpoint Saunders. Even with the Golovkin fight, I said, forget Lemieux trying to win this fight by points. He's got to knock Golovkin out. Didn't happen. So again, Lemieux unable to knock a person out and at the highest level, and Saunders has done the job. So I mean, now Saunders could go to fight against Canelo or Golovkin, both guys who don't like movers, with great confidence, knowing he can move. See, but guys like Golovkin and Canelo are not just ignorant punchers. These guys are technically a lot more sound than Lemieux, so it's the next level up, you know. But Billy Joe Saunders tonight has entered the Premier League of boxing, the elite of boxing, and if he can keep his stamina and his fitness up like that, he'll be a handful. I would rather see him fight Golovkin and fight Canelo, guys who you can move around and mess around, rather than fight a Danny Jacobs. I think Danny Jacobs brings a different sort of problem, a different sort of set of problems there. But definitely, I'd actually like to see Billy Joe Saunders fight Peter Quillin. That'd be a nice little fight to see as well. But tremendous performance from Billy Joe Saunders tonight. He did the business and he put on a masterclass performance. Lemieux, by shit excuses after the fight, he knew fully well Billy Joe Saunders would fight with movement. He just couldn't cut off the ring or get in position to land the right shots. 120, 108. That's about right. I just watched it on APO, and Roy Jones said it was a masterclass. I had Billy Joe Saunders stop him, and he almost did. Yes, I backed Lemieux, but Billy Joe Saunders put on a clinic. Well done, Billy Joe Saunders. GGG and Canelo cannot avoid him now after this. So it was a tremendous performance there. I didn't know if he could do the 12 rounds. He did the 12 rounds. Did the 12 rounds at a pace, and you know there was nothing in his career up to this point that would say Billy Joe Saunders would tie down the stretch. Now, I have to say, if you were listening to my the previous show I did with the Fight City, I said I saw one of two things happening: either David Lemieux getting completely outboxed and a masterclass from Billy Joe Saunders, or Lemieux causing a knockout. I went for the second. I thought Lemieux was going to knock Billy Joe Saunders out, but it seemed that he went and put out a masterclass performance, which he did, and which tremendous masterclass. The skill level is exceptional of Billy Joe Saunders, and he's come of age tonight. Let's just hope that he can do that fight again with another consistent performance. What do you say now? I'd like to see Spike O'Sullivan fight David Lemieux, actually. I think that'd be a great fight to watch. Congratulations, Spike O'Sullivan, tonight with his victory over Antoine Douglas. He got hurt by Douglas in one of the rounds, got hurt quite badly, got rocked, but then he came back and he stopped Douglas, which is a great performance by O'Sullivan. Great stuff, and I look forward to speaking to O'Sullivan soon. For those of you who are new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Check out our interview only a few hours ago we did with Peter Fury regarding UCAD, Tyson Fury, Huey Fury, the pay-per-view, his thoughts on Eubank Jr. versus Groves, his thoughts on Rigondeaux. So great interview with Peter Fury. Get in and have a listen to that. And also we spoke to Lucas Brown, his manager, Matt Clark. He talks about Dillian White, a fight with Joseph Parker potentially in Dillian White, and where Lucas Brown is, and also talks about the 2 failed drug tests which Lucas Brown had and how that came about. So some great stuff to listen to and watch on the channel. There's not much more to be said in this post-fight. Billy Joe Saunders, masterclass from Billy Joe Saunders. What a performance from Billy Joe Saunders, and what a load of excuses from David Lemieux. I mean, I like David Lemieux, but excuses like that are tasteless and classless. And I think he just felt humiliated, and I think he responded because he was humiliated. And there's nothing worse than somebody you dislike, which is Lemieux. I don't think he liked Billy Joe Saunders that much, and then you've just been completely humiliated by Billy Joe Saunders, and you couldn't land anything clean on him. I think that hurt Lemieux a lot. But yeah, that's about it. So what has he got to complain about, Lemieux? You can always go back and see his girlfriend afterwards, or his wife, wherever she is, and she can console him. But anyway, that's it from BWTM Sports. Don't forget again to rate, subscribe, leave your comments, and thank you for those who are listening in. We appreciate you listening to the live commentary, and again, we appreciate tonight listening to watching the channel. Thanks again. Don't forget to share the video. This has been Ingram Jones, and I'm out of here. Have a good night or good morning. Take care.